Alright, it is Saturday morning. The day has come. It's swap meet time. I have way too much junk, way too much middling, good, but not interesting parts. A few interesting parts for the right person. It's all 80s and 90s stuff. It's all vintage, 70s stuff. A box of stuff with real prices. A box of stuff, everything's going to be like $5 or less. My free box. Another box of mostly $5 or less. A couple Brooks saddles. I'm going to ask like 44. Right here you can't see I got 6 or 7 wheel sets I went through and made sure were round and true and the bearings weren't dead and put some pricey tags on. I got boxes of fenders upstairs. Oh, I got boxes of fenders and tires in my storage unit. I'm probably not going to have time to go get. I'll have to be for the next one. This seems like plenty of stuff. I borrowed a few folding tables from some neighbors. We got one glass table in the backyard that I brought out last time. I might bring it this time, but I don't know if anyone's going to show up and help me, so I might not. And I went and got my Raleigh Marathon. I gave to Tomcat to consign. He didn't think it was cool. Didn't like it. Never put it out. Lost the sales sheet I made for it. Re-taped the tape on the bars for reasons I'll never understand. I got it. And I got my Nothing Special Schwinn. I'm going to bring it out. I got my Peugeot PX10 fixed gear conversion. I'm going to bring it out. Bring out this Bertoni. I got all the stuff in the back of my truck. Dozens of frames, well, 5 or 6. A few wheel sets, a bunch more bars, all sorts of stuff. I told the swap to start at 11. It's almost 9. I'm going to take a quick shower. I'd love to do that after I load all this shit, but it'll be hot and sweaty. I don't want to take a shower while I got $10,000 worth of bike parts in the front yard unattended. And we're going to do this swap meet thing. Stay tuned. Spent the last hour and 15 minutes pulling everything out of the back of my truck and up from the basement. Now I just gotta sort and organize it all into these tables. Oh! Oh man. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
We're good. Did that work? No, it started recording. Oh my god. That was intense. That was a lot. I wanted to film a lot more of the garage sale, but it got real busy there for a while, and it's pretty steady trickle. People always ask me questions and ask me if I had something or want to borrow a tool to adjust something or put a seat they bought on their bike. Or I sold 2 bikes and there's a lot of work on that. Sold the Nothing Special Schwinn, and the guy wanted to test ride it like 10 times. His girlfriend wanted to. We wanted to make sure they fit, and good normal stuff you do when you sell a bike. And he didn't want the front rack. I made it an option. You don't have to have the front rack. So I had to go find some tools, my spare tools for sale, and adjust the front rack and get it off and retighten it and test ride it again. And then a guy showed up and bought the Peugeot, the old 60s PX10 with Norbex lugs and all the gorgeousness, single speed that I wish I could ride and can't because arthritis and being old and just, God, I only rode fixed gears for like 5 years. Only. Loved them. Rode to the coast and back over a mountain range. Like, went on bike tour on a fixed gear. Can't ride them at all anymore. And haven't been able to for years, and every 4 or 5 years I built myself another one. I ended up selling it in a month or 2. So, it went well. I just showed the footage of a little speed setting up. My friend Dacus, who has been a bike mechanic here for 20 years, and she showed up early and helped me load a bunch of stuff, and then she bought a bunch of stuff. She probably had the biggest purchase of the day. She bought a brand new Shimano wheel set. She bought an old 27-inch wheel set in mint condition that came off the Navarra Randonnée I bought. She bought a couple old racks, just a bunch of little stuff. the sticker price and all that stuff came out to like over $350. I'm like, no, you need a better deal. She's like, how about 3? I'm like, okay. And I still felt guilty about that. I should have hooked her up even more. She'd be like, no, 2. I don't know. And her boyfriend Jeff, who owns Bicycle Emporium, he came, and I think I got him for about $40 worth of cool little parts and stuff and things. They're the first 2 sales, and then there's no one else. My friend Melody showed up early. You can see her in the video with she brought her dog, her little tiny Chihuahua Hotshot, and her big brown fluffy dog Fozzie, and she helped me set up. And she brought these really cool little bags that she's making, and I guess she made them in mind with me and brought them. They're like little tool bags. I think she said they're big enough for pens or pencils, like a little, tool case. I used to have a Black Star bags, one of these. I put a carabiner on it this way I could switch it with every bike I hopped on, so I could have my multi-tool, my tire levers, and patch kit, bike map, all the basic stuff. I could throw it in this messenger bag or that messenger bag, or clip it into my basket, or always be able to bring it with me. And that was really handy when you're switching out to a lot of different bikes all the time and don't have a pump and a tool roll and a spare tube and tire levers and stuff on every single bike. I ended up buying one of each from her. This one's cool. The gray one I like because it's going to get dirty and it's not going to look as gross. And the inside's the bright orange, which is really fun because it makes it easier to find your tools and stuff, especially with little black tire levers and things. So I bought one of each from her. Talked, one of my friends, a longtime customer, he's, I've done brazons on his bikes, I've helped him build bikes, I've sold parts, I bought parts for him for, God, I think since the Kenton Cycle Repair days, all the swap meets, a bunch of Norther. I bought bikes that he's had built and powder coated, and I bought him. He sold them somebody on Craigslist, and I bought him from somebody on Craigslist. Then I resold it. So it was super nice of him to show up and buy one of these pouches. He got the RBT, the little black RBT. I keep meaning to build up and do stuff with, and sort of start saving parts and sort of do other stuff on it. It was my size. That bike would have been done, and I would have ridden it for like 6 months before I even sold it. But he got that. And I told him about these. And he decided to buy one because he's just a nice, cool dude. And she's only asking $10. And look, she got her own little logo thing made. It's so cute. Portland Needleworks. She's not selling this anywhere other than at my garage sale yet. I'm telling her she needs to make a little Squarespace or figure out her Etsy or something. If any of you guys want one of these, let me know. There's like 3 or 4 left. I think there's like 2 or 3 of the orange and 2 or 3 of the gray ones. They're $10. I would take PayPal and package it up and mail it for you. Shipping's probably like $4. It's about the cheapest I can get for shipping anymore. Put a little bubble envelope. So let me know. And maybe she'll have me put some on my eBay. I don't know. And she's supposed to just come and get them all. I'm like, okay. But also, they're really cool. Portland Needleworks, handmade in Portland, Oregon. She's starting to get back into sewing again. It's cool. So she showed up and helped me unload a bunch of stuff and hung out. She took Scout for a while. Scout wanted to be out front, but then she's getting overstimulated, so she took Scout, and that was super nice. So that was the setup footage, and then after the setup footage, I showed it was my aftermath footage. It was basically like 4, 5 p.m. People just kept showing up. The tricklers, the people who show up like 20 minutes late and they're mad there's nothing good. So I did a little panning sweep of aftermath footage. Ooh, before that. So then in the middle footage was, I finally grabbed my camera in the middle. I was so busy and did a little pan and scan of the garage sale. You can see people everywhere looking at stuff, buying stuff. And the last little bit of footage is my aftermath. Sort of showed the whole thing, like half cleared out. I mean, I sold 3 wheel sets out of like the 7 or 8 I had out there. And I sold 2 frames out of the 6 or 7 I had out there. I sold 2 bikes of the 4 bikes I had out there. So I did pretty okay. I mean, I paid money for all this stuff. I'm selling it for way cheaper than I paid for most of it, I'm sure. I made a little on some of it, I'm sure. But mostly it was a loss, but mostly there's a bunch of stuff sitting around in my way I've been tripping over and stressing out over. And so I raised $1,800. But, when I have to go file it on my taxes, I mean, technically I think I actually lost money. I paid money for all this stuff, so it's not too big a deal. And it's nice to get rid of it. I made a huge free pile. Just look at all these photos I took out of the free pile and sent it to some friends, and then I posted it on Craigslist, and now there's like almost nothing left. There's like 1 little box and 1 handlebar out there. A guy on Instagram or something posted that he was looking for something I had in my free pile desperately, and I went out and found it this morning, and it's still there, and I grabbed it, so I'm going to message him and be like, dude,
It was still my free pile. I pulled it out, but the problem is it's not free anymore because it's going to cost me money to go pull it out. It's going to cost me, time and energy, and it's going to cost me money to ship it to him and reply to his text. So I'll see if he still wants for $10. He said he was searching eBay trying to find one. So hopefully he wants it for $10. It's about what it's worth for, packaging it up and walking it to the post office and dealing with all that, standing in line, dealing with all that stuff. So I got rid of a bunch of stuff. So I had like 7 or 8 frames out there, whole bikes, all sorts of stuff. At the end, it was like 4 or 5. I was trying to order pizza at 11, and it was so busy I didn't order pizza at like 2:30. So by the time it showed up, almost no one was there to help me. So I ate way too much pizza. Had pizza again for breakfast. There's still enough pizza for later. I never get sick of pizza, so it's great. And then I had to pack all that stuff up myself. There's no one to help me, and it was 72 degrees out, and the sun was out. And pack it all up, walk it all inside, 4 folding tables, my pop tent, threw a bunch more stuff in the back of my truck. I couldn't bear to part with it, put in the free box. Brought 2 cardboard boxes full of stuff in here. Got rid of 4 or 5 boxes of stuff. Packed up all my expensive stuff. I put a bunch of price tags on expensive stuff, and a little bit of it sold, but not that much. But it's all stuff I haven't put on eBay yet. So I got enough stuff to keep me busy listed on eBay for 3 or 4 weeks. Plus I got a big giant case of dirty parts that pulled off of bikes or whatever. They'll keep me busy for a week or 2 to clean them and get them all listed on eBay. So I should not be buying any more stuff. I got rid of all my stuff. Should not buy any more stuff. So what I do, I went to the Sunday salvage sales and bought more stuff. So I'm going to go through that too. I told myself 3 times I'm not going to Sunday salvage. I'm going to clean this stuff up. I'm going to list on eBay. I got literally 40 hours worth of work for like the next 2 months to get all this stuff up. I need no more new stuff. And the last second I was like, there's still time to make it a Sunday salvage sales. They changed Sunday salvage. It's been like 11 to 2 or 3. Who cares? Why don't go late? All the good stuff's picked through. You gotta show up on time. A lot of people showed up late to my yard sale. Only one other person brought his own stuff to come sell, and he showed up right after the crowd. He showed up at like 12:30, and like 90% of the people had cleared out. So I don't think he really sold that much. He found some of my stuff he wanted, and he had a set of Shimano Tricolor 600 hubs, which are in a bin somewhere, so I'm not going to show them off. They're old and dirty. And they're in pretty good shape. And we talked. He had a bunch of campy Grand Sport stuff. He wanted way too much. We want $200 for campy Grand Sport stuff. I'm like, I can't believe that anyone paid that kind of stuff for it. He said he sold a couple of those groups for that. I'm like, I can't even get that for Nova Record stuff. That's crazy. But he ended up trading me those campy hubs for. He ended up trading me those Shimano 600 hubs for his little pile of stuff, some old GPM pedals, and just a bunch of stuff. Some old Cat Eye chrome bar unplugs. He was really excited. I had a pack like 6 or 7 that I got from that big hoard I bought from the other mechanic in my neighborhood. I did sell a couple of things from that big hoard, which was so nice because I spent $500. I don't think I'm gonna get my money back. There was one new Thompson seat post I got $45 for. There was a LX crank set I think I got $35 for. There's another LX crank set I got $45 for. LX shifters I got $35 for. I did sell one of his saddles on eBay, this Kashimax saddle, which is like an old BMX saddle. Put it up for $80 and got it pretty much instantly. So I made $220 back on the 5 I've spent so far, and I still have the XTR wheels and rear derailleur. Someone offered me $80 for the rear derailleur, and I was like, I don't want to separate them. I just don't want to separate them, man. I put it up for $250 for the wheels of the derailleur, and a bunch of people looked. No one bought it. Yeah, just sold a bunch of random stuff that I just don't have on eBay. Put out a bag of crappy saddles. I sold 2, and the rest I put in the free box. I put out a bunch of handlebar bags and seat bags, and I sold 1 or 2 for like $5 each, which was probably what I paid for them at Sunday salvage sale. And put the rest out in the free box. They're all gone. Sold 1 or 2 handlebars. I sold that big 62 centimeter Schwinn frame I got. Schwinn Voyager touring frame, the handmade Mississippi one. The guy's like, what do you want? I'm like, I paid $45 on half off at sale from Bike Farm. I'd like that back. I was like, okay. But his friend wanted some wheels and this titanium bar and a couple other bits and bobs, and I had $60 on the wheels, but I paid $10 for them in the salvage sale. And I probably had like $5 in the rest of the stuff. And so I talked him down to $100 for everything. So I got like $150 worth of at my price stuff. So I had, $55, $60 in it. So I made some money there. So a couple sales, I got some good stuff. People got good stuff, and all my prices were cheap. I sold that I think he talked me down to $30 for the RBT frame. Nice frame and fork, wrong fork, but it looked good. You know, I didn't sell any of the other ones. Did some stuff. But anyways, I went to Sunday Salvage. Long story short, I went to Sunday Salvage this morning, even though they start at 9. They switched it for summer hours to 9, even though it was like freezing and raining out. Carl threw this tube at me, so I'm hoping it's a good 18 to 23 road tube. It's got a long valve stem, so it'll be good for some kind of arrowy wheels. So I got that. The last thing I found, I got this. It's like a fold-up grocery bag with a weird click fix I've never seen before. So it's got the whole mounting bracket, it's got the little anti-slip strap, it's got this little backing plate, and it just screws in. And I don't know what they charged me for it. I just threw it in the thing. God, what did he even charge me today? I don't know, $30. I don't even look, 25 or $30. But I'm thinking that this click fix bracket, because this just mounts on your handlebars and has the quick release. This is just a little flat square. Sure, it's cool as this open-topped little grocery pannier that folds up for no reason against your handlebars. Why wouldn't you just have it out all the time? Sure, it's cool like this. Sure. But I still have that little Louis Vuitton like rip-off, knockoff purse that I got at the Goodwill Bins a while ago. And I think I'm going to drill 4 holes in Louis Vuitton purse and hook this onto it and have a little Louis Vuitton. The Louis Vuitton bag. I wanted to make it a trunk bag. I just realized I could use a tandem stoker stem on the seat post, put a little chunk of handlebar on it, cut it off, and then mount it off the seat post as a little trunk bag. Or I could make a little handlebar bag, and I could pop it off quickly style and walk around with a Louis Vuitton purse like an idiot. But it'd be cool to chick bike. I do have some small frames I want to make into fixed gears or whatever. Do the Louis Vuitton quick release handlebar purse on a little girlier-ish little fixed gear build. That could be hot. That could be super fun. I want to do it. I'm probably going to do it. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm not going to walk around with a Louis Vuitton purse, but I kind of want to. So I got this at the last second, so that was fun. What else? Carl found this tool roll and threw it at me at the very beginning, and I grabbed it. It's got 2 leather straps to go around. It's got like the little straps to hook on the back of your Brooks saddle. It is a Freeman Sporting Club, native New York, San Francisco, exclusively for doers. New York, hand-tailored. I think doers is that like a whiskey or something? But it unrolls and opens up, and it's got some nice cheesy plaid, and it looks like, you can get your tools or whatnot in here. People are into the tool rolls and the touring bike. Oh, another extra leather strap of some sort for some reason. So you got little wrenches and pumps and things, and it rolls up on the sides like a pocket. I don't know, it's cool. It's kind of Rivendale-y style. I don't know if I'll use it. Maybe I'll use it. I'm going to go touring, figure out stuff to put in it. Or maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. I got that. I was trying, like, do not buy more crap I'm not going to use. Do not buy it. I just got rid of so much stuff for free, but literally hundreds of pounds worth of bike parts in the free bin. I literally threw away hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I grabbed a few things. This has been there for a few weeks. It's a Pedros chain keeper. It's brand new in the package. I'll put it up on eBay. They're probably 10 or 15 bucks new. I'll put it up for like 10 bucks, see if anyone cares. But this is so you can clean your chain on your bike if you don't have your back wheel in, or don't want to put your back wheel in. It's got like a quick release seat clamp, and you just post on here so your chain runs through this groove, and so it doesn't scrape up your paint while you're cleaning your chain, and you can run and clean the chain and not have to deal with your wheel and dirty cassette and stuff. Clean that separate. I got these. I've never used these before. Lezyne Power Lever XL, so giant tire levers. That's nice. You want that leverage, man. I mean, I really like the Pedros the best, but by weight, it doesn't cost me anything. Another Mayfac toolkit, because I'm a sociopath. I have 3 of these right now. I have one of them up on eBay. It is not selling. This has got a couple of Mayfac tools. Little Mayfac tools for working on your old racer or raid brakes. Little flat wrenches for their little flat bolts. These ones are all tire levers on one side and different things for brake adjustment, like an 8, a 10, some little open adjustable guy. I don't know. I shouldn't have bought it. This pouch is nice though. The other ones I have are like sticky and kind of dirty. This one's nice. I don't even think this is stretched all the way out. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's mangled. Whatever, I should combine them all. I got these. This is exciting, I think. I think these are like those Originate light mounts I'm always using that cost me $11 a piece. They say not pegs. I think they're M5 threaded. They have like a quick release axle. I think you can use this as your quick release for your skewer for the other side and stick out. And you can use it as an accessory light mount. I will not use them that way. I will mount these onto a little cut-off chunk of brake arm and mount my headlights on it and hang them off the bottom of baskets and stuff and make light mounts. Says don't step on it. Not a peg. So this is cool if you want to run your clamp-on handlebar light as low down on your quick release, but it casts a long shadow on every little rock in the road and makes everything look like a giant rut you're about to wreck in. So I really like having my light up a little higher. I don't like it on my handlebars. I like it like underneath my bag or basket. I definitely do not like it all the way down. But there's two of these. I mean, otherwise I'm going to go buy those Originate ones, and they're $14-15 a piece after shipping. I use the crap out of them, so that's exciting. That's something I'll actually use. That's worth the 50 cents it cost. I got a clamp on. I gave away like 4 of these. I gave away like 4 of these in my free box, but not the PDW brand. So this is the PDW brand. It clamps onto your handlebar and it's tapered for like a coffee cup holder. I don't know why. The barista. I don't know why. I don't get coffee by bike. Maybe I will. I just couldn't help it. It's PW one. Got a Tiagra front derailleur 34.9 clamp. Big aluminum frames. They had a rear derailleur too, but it was real scruffy. And I feel like I already have 2 or 3 rear derailleurs. It's missing the nut on the backside, but somehow the bolt didn't fall out. I feel like I already have 2 or 3 extra of these Tiagra rear derailleurs, so I grabbed it. Grabbed this SLX front derailleur, clamp on, big shim in it to a 28.6 frame. That's cool. You know, all of a sudden front derailleurs are starting to be worth money again because everyone decided they're stupid. Everyone threw them away and made one buys. Everyone regrets it now because they don't have the range they want. And everyone's trying to buy the front derailleurs and shifters again. But they're all missing. Everyone just threw away. Everyone thinks they're not worth anything. So I've been buying some on eBay. This one's real clean. It looks like it has 0 miles on it. It really looks like it's never been ridden. It's like really. It is clean, sticker residue, no chain rub at all. It might have never been used. I'll put this on eBay for $20 and I'll probably get 15 or 18 for it. I had the matching rear derailleur, which finally just sold. Here's the other leather strap for that bag. I got this dude. It's got little patches and a little glue, tire leveler, and a little toolkit. And I think the toolkit slides apart and you can use it like tire levers, kinda. It's got a bunch of adjustable or different size little like wrenches. It's got some spoke wrenches built in. It's got all the little Allens. I have another one just like this that I use all the time. I keep it with like my bike parts cleaning stuff from going through and cleaning stuff for eBay, because I always got to take off the chunk of cable or loosen this or test the bolts and stems to make sure nothing's stripped around it. And this one's like cool. I keep buying these kits and I ended up giving away like, well, I sold them all for $1 or $2 at my little garagey sale, but not much. I don't know. Whatever. Got the little belt loopy thing, put on your messenger bag. Hook it on a pannier. It says $5, it says $3. Their pricing's a mess. I just threw it in here by the pound. He looked and didn't seem to care. They want individual prices for real tools. Now this I'm excited about. So most of the stuff is in that red bin. There's one miscellaneous red bin down low by your knees. They're throwing basically all the new little bits in, and no one else goes through it, and except for me, and I find all the best new stuff in there. So this is like a belt loopy little pocket, like a Leatherman, like a multi-tool, but it's not. But Changa, it is if I can figure out how to do it, pruner. So it prunes. It's got a little knife with a little saw. It's got a little Phillips screwdriver. It has another wood saw. So it's like a cool multi-tool gardening tool. Another knife, flathead screwdriver, and whatever this is, some sort of pruning thing. Oh. When I was a mailman, I wanted something like this desperately to keep on my satchel because people just had like rose bushes and thorns going over the whole sidewalk after walking the middle of the street around cars in the same spot every day. Popped this out once, trimmed it, saved myself 20 seconds on that route every day at each one of those. So this is cool. I could not get it. I will never, ever, ever use it. Maybe. Maybe I will. Who knows? I wanted to prune something the other day and couldn't find my pruners. They're probably in the backyard, rusted solid. Got this one hub. It's an old 7-speed Dior LX silver hub. It's a little scruffy, but the bearings are real smooth. The sticker's still there, even though it's a little scruffy. I bet I'll get 25 bucks for it on eBay, so that's cool. This is kind of broke my heart a little bit. Who knows what that is? Here is a set of Shimano 600 tricolor brakes. Not rusty at all. Missing the back nuts. Who cares? I got a zillion. These are the nicest set. I'll probably use these on the Paramount, which I did not put out and sell. I tried to. I thought about it, but I didn't. And I'm collecting all the 600 parts for it, and these are way nicer than the brakes I have, which are pretty rusty and crusty. The sad thing is, as I was leaving, I looked over in their big recycling pile, and there's the frame they came off of, some white aluminum frame with a crack, and it had the rear derailleur still on it. So I don't know if it was totally bent and trashed. It looked really nice from 15 feet away, looking through other bikes. I thought about asking them about it, and I didn't. I have several rear derailleurs. Whatever. But yeah, these brakes are nicer than I thought. I can probably get about 45 bucks for these on eBay if I find some nuts and put them on the back, or I'll use them on that Paramount. What else did I get? Here's one little tire lever. It probably fell out of that toolkit. And then I was digging through... Oh, good stuff. I found the missing nut off the back of that Tiago derailleur. That's great. And I was digging through their brake pad bin. And I found one set of black canty bolts. One pair is slightly longer, one pair is slightly shorter. But I have a bunch of canty brakes that are missing the bolts, so I'm excited about this. Put a bunch out at the swap meet. Didn't sell any of them, but I put all the ones out that are complete. So I need this to make more complete ones. And then also, some guys are digging through all the frames, and I was like, nope, don't look at the bikes, don't look at the frames. And I saw this, and the guy was thinking about buying it, and I was like, it's a little crusty. He's like, it's a little rusty. It's like, God, I'd want it. I'd build it. And so he gave it to me. And so I said, okay, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just gave away like 10 frames in my free box right now. I don't want it. What do you want for it? He said 10 bucks. Pull my measuring tape. It's 58. It's my size. It's a little beat up and crusty like a good fixed gear should be. And it's got the bottom bracket in it. And it doesn't feel bad. It's got campy dropouts with eyelets, which is shocking for a Pinarello. Maybe it's a lower end one. It doesn't even feel that light. Travessior. Vincere. But it's got the real Pinarello logos like cast into the top dudes. It's got the cool cutouts in the lugs. It's got the Pinarello in the fork. It says Columbus. It doesn't say what tube, so it's probably 10X, probably slightly heavier ones. Pinarello head badge. This lug looks like it's taken a little flex, but doesn't look like a crack. I think this thing was lightly frontaled. Hit in the front. Flexed the frame. Did not leave a bubble or a ripple. This is exactly what a fixed gear should be. A nice old race bike that's a little too beat and a little too ugly to still be a race bike. Those long campy dropouts are real good for getting chain tension, pulling your fixed gear wheel back. Black with these white logos. I wish I didn't have these. I got a million sets of these now, but no one likes the shift bosses on their fixies. But 10 bucks, I got me a Pinarello. I've never had a Pinarello before. These frames were like 600 to 1,000 my whole life. These bikes were expensive, but no one cares. And it's the right amount of scruff I have. I need your guys' help. I have that black Originate wheel set, black Originate cranks, black Originate stem. It's pretty short. Sure, I have a black riser bar. Should I build this up with the black Originate stuff with the white logos, which would look very matchy on this gloss black bike? Put a generic gloss black seat post in, generic gloss black stem, or maybe some silver stuff, you know. You can mix and match a little bit. Or should I use the generic white fixie wheels and scruffy old white cranks and the Soma Latte white riser bar and stuff on this? Should I? I'm definitely building this a fixed gear. Don't try and talk me into putting a bunch of nice campy record parts on. They're super expensive. This bike's beat and scruffy, so I probably pulled all the nice campy parts off because the frame was too scruffy. I'm gonna make it a fixed gear. It's my size. I'm gonna ride it once, and then I'll put it up for sale, and I'll get $400 for it easy. Should I do it black and originate, or should I do it white and generic? Go either way with these white logos on this gloss black frame. Sadly, I want to do it with the black stuff. I was really thinking the white stuff until just now. But let me know what you think. And I'll probably whip this out real quick and fast before getting onto a big project that I still need some parts for. Just gave away 10 frames, including the frame I was going to use for the originate stuff, which is like a cheap black Centurion with a red rattle campaign job and new white stickers. The paint was just coming off of it, and it's a little too small for me. I was like, ugh. So let me know what you think. I want to build this bike so bad. It says Pinarello right on it. Pinarello. It's cool. Italian, expensive, racy stuff. This bottom bracket doesn't say anything on it, so I'm assuming it's like a generic off-mega. Yeah, but I bet the cranks I'm going to use will be exactly right with this bottom bracket. And it's so smooth. I'll probably overhaul it because I can't help myself, but I might not. I might just clean this guy. Ooh, I might build this today. I gotta clean up from the swap meet. I might build this today. Tomorrow we're gonna start on that $40 black Trek hybrid 63.5 centimeter for my buddy Avery. If he takes some time off and comes over, I'm like, I'll work on it with you, bud. Let's build it together. It'll be fun. And then also my neighbor Lola, she let me her big white folding table, and she's been talking to me for literally years about getting her bikes out of storage and fixing them up, and how they're all probably dry rotted and old. And when getting the folding table out, I asked about the bikes, then her storage shed, and she was like, well, I don't know, it needs all. I'm like, you know what the first step is? The first step is getting them out of the shed. Get them out of the shed, get them out of the shed. So she pulled a few things out, we got them out of the shed, I looked at them. The tires look brand new. They both have cheap 27-inch tires, look brand new. Brake pads look fine. All the cables and housing move. I mean, the bikes need basic tune-ups, maybe a tube or something. They're both drop. One's an old, early 80s crappy Peugeot. One's an early 80s crappy Schwinn step-through. And they both have drop bars and crappy brake levers. And I can't really ride them. Like, let's put cruiser bars on and flat bar levers, and you can actually ride these things. They'll give you some leverage. They'll stop. They'll be amazing. And the paint jobs are perfect on these bikes. Like, they're shockingly nice. I thought they'd be really crusty and dead. She's like, I can't really ride it. I'm like, if we put cruiser bars on and levers that are actually leveragey, you'd be able to stop. You probably could. They both have alloy wheels. I thought they'd have chrome steel wheels. I'm like, the wheels are round and true. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with these bikes. Like, there's nothing that, new bar, brake levers, cable and housing, full tune-up. There's nothing $400 won't fix. They're not worth it. And I'm like, if you promise to ride it a couple of times, I'll probably do that work, and then I'm going to tell her that, like, and you don't have to pay me. If you decide to sell them, let me know. We'll split the money or something. So we'll see. So hopefully I'll do those this week or next week and get her and her daughter. Because her daughter wants to do all these Pedalpalooza rides. I'm like, I can just do her bike. I can sneak it in. I was like, I can sneak it in Tuesday. But also, my friend Dak has called me from the bike shop she works at, and they need somebody who knows what they're doing, who work independently, and actually get bikes done in a timely manner instead of taking weeks to get a bike done that should take 2 hours. So they're going to fire their 19-year-old kids who can't stay on task, and they might hire me part-time. So I might go get a part-time job. My eBay's been real slow. I really kind of need to. Maybe I picked up a little bit this week. Seems like every time I start listing a few new parts, a few new things, all of a sudden half of those will sell, then a bunch of old stuff will sell too. So I picked up for a few days, and then it's been real slow the last couple of days. I got a notice this morning. Someone bought those titanium water bottle cages I got out of the free boxes at a salvage sale. They threw in some ugly old water bottle cages that just happened to be like very nice condition, hollow tubular titanium vintage water bottle cages. Like, you guys are crazy. I put them up on eBay for $42. They sat for 2 weeks. They finally sold $42 for the pair. Very excited. So I had a couple of sales this week. So that's actually good. And then this garage sale, I can afford to pay rent for 2 months or blow it all on old Pinarellos and more bike parts that I don't have room to store because I'm a total psycho. Oh, I did get those fenders that I showed you in the last video. I got a bunch of handmade Honjo fenders and I sold one set for $60. I think I owe Tony Pereira $200 for them. So I'm saving a set for myself. I sold one for 60. I only owe another 140 on them. See if I can slowly put the rest of them up on Craigslist. I might put some up on eBay. That'd be ridiculous to ship. But it's a start. It's a start. Lots of brackets and hardware in there, and people just decided to had the bin out with all the brackets and hardware, all the special extra stuff. Those people just decided that was a free box. I just took handfuls of it, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't care. But anyways, I'm getting a call. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Hot shot in the back. I want to see that. Oh, that's the wrong side. I want to see the other side. Yeah, the logo on it. Your little internal doggy blanket lighter. Perfect for hot shot. Get a little head out. That's so cute.